Question 1. When making a left turn across a solid double yellow line on Nova Scotia two-lane roads, under what condition is it legally permitted despite the marking? A. Anytime visibility clear. B. Only when turning into / out of private driveway or intersection. C. Never permitted across solid doubles. D. Only during daylight hours. The correct answer is B. Only when turning into / out of private driveway or intersection. Explanation. Solid double yellow lines prohibit passing but permit crossing for left turns into driveways or at intersections when safe. Question 2. In Nova Scotia school zones during posted hours when children present, what maximum speed limit applies regardless of posted signs? A. 50 km per hour maximum. B. 30 km per hour maximum. C. 60 km per hour maximum. D. Posted highway speed. The correct answer is B. 30 km per hour maximum. Explanation. School zones enforce 30 km per hour maximum speed when children present during school hours or flashing lights active. Question 3. When following a motorcycle on Nova Scotia roadways, what minimum following distance adjustment should car drivers make compared to cars? A. Same 2-second distance. B. Increase to 3 or 4 seconds. C. Reduce to 1 second. D. No adjustment needed. The correct answer is B. Increase to 3 or 4 seconds. Explanation. Motorcycles stop quicker but need extra space due to instability. Increase following distance for safety. Question 4. On Nova Scotia multi-lane freeways, when is using the leftmost lane legally appropriate besides passing? A. Always for faster traffic. B. Only when passing or preparing left exit. C. Cruising speed always. D. Never accept emergencies. The correct answer is B. Only when passing or preparing left exit. Explanation. Left lanes reserved for passing, slower traffic keep right except highway exits on left side. Question 5. During Nova Scotia winter driving, when snow-covered roads reduce traction, what following distance minimum becomes standard recommendation? A. Maintain 2 seconds. B. Increase to 4 seconds minimum. C. Reduce for better control. D. 5 seconds always. The correct answer is B. Increase to 4 seconds minimum. Explanation. Snow/ice quadruple stopping distance needs. Minimum 4-second following prevents chain reactions. Question 6. When a Nova Scotia police vehicle displays flashing blue/red lights behind you, what immediate action confirms legal roadside stop? A. Accelerate to escape. B. Pull over safely to right shoulder promptly. C. Continue to next exit. D. Stop in travel lane. The correct answer is B. Pull over safely to right shoulder promptly. Explanation. Immediately pull right to shoulder safely when emergency lights/siren activate behind your vehicle. Question 7. For parallel parking on Nova Scotia city streets, what approximate total space length ahead is required for standard passenger car? A. Length of 1 car. B. Length of 1.5 cars. C. Length of 2 cars. D. Any tight space. The correct answer is C. Length of 2 cars. Explanation. Parallel parking requires space about 2 car lengths to maneuver safely into position. Question 8. When driving in Nova Scotia construction zones with workers present, what doubled penalty applies for speeding violations? A. No penalty increase. B. Fines doubled in worker presence zones. C. Triple fines always. D. License points only. The correct answer is B. Fines doubled in worker presence zones. Explanation. Construction zone speeding fines doubled when workers present. Zero tolerance enforced. Question 9. At Nova Scotia intersections with flashing red signals acting as four-way stops, what determines right-of-way order? A. First arrived proceeds first. B. Largest vehicle first. C. Rightmost vehicle always. D. Fastest first. The correct answer is A. First arrived proceeds first. Explanation. Flashing red equals complete stop. First complete stop arrival proceeds first, then right-of-way to right. Question 10. Under Nova Scotia Fatigue Driving Guidelines, after how many continuous driving hours without breaks must drivers legally rest? A. No legal limit exists. B. Maximum 5 hours then 15-minute break. C. 2 hours maximum. D. 8 hours daily limit. The correct answer is B. Maximum 5 hours then 15-minute break. Explanation: avoid fatigue by limiting drives to 5 hours max. Mandatory 15-minute breaks. Avoid greater than 2 hours without stretch. Question 11. When crossing a solid double yellow line to make a left turn into a private driveway on Nova Scotia two-lane roads, what legal condition permits this maneuver despite the no passing marking? A. Any time with clear visibility ahead. B. Specifically permitted only for driveway access or intersection turns when safe. C. Never legally allowed across solid doubles. D. Only permitted during daylight hours with signals. The correct answer is B. Specifically permitted only for driveway access or intersection turns when safe. Explanation: solid double yellow lines prohibit passing oncoming traffic but specifically allow crossing for safe left turns into driveways or at intersections. Question 12. During designated school zone hours in Nova Scotia when children are present or warning lights flashing, what is the absolute maximum speed limit drivers must obey? A. 50 km per hour regardless of conditions. B. 30 km per hour maximum speed enforced. C. 60 km per hour posted limit applies. D. Normal roadway speed permitted. The correct answer is B. 30 km per hour maximum speed enforced. Explanation: school zones reduced to 30 km per hour maximum when children present during school hours or when flashing lights activated. Question 13. When following motorcycles on Nova Scotia roadways under normal conditions, what increased following distance should automobile drivers maintain compared to following cars? A. Standard 2-second interval sufficient. B. Increase to minimum 3 or 4 seconds. C. Reduce to 1 second quicker stop. D. No distance adjustment required. The correct answer is B. Increase to minimum 3 or 4 seconds. Explanation: motorcycles decelerate faster but require extra space due to balance issues. Increase following to 3 to 4 seconds minimum. Question 14. On Nova Scotia controlled access multi-lane freeways and highways, under what two specific circumstances may drivers legally occupy the leftmost lane? A. Always for faster traffic flow. B. Only when actively passing slower vehicles or preparing for left exit. C. Continuous cruising in fast lane. D. Never accept emergency vehicles. The correct answer is B. Only when actively passing slower vehicles or preparing for left exit. Explanation: leftmost lane reserved exclusively for passing. All other traffic must keep right except immediate left exit preparation. Question 15. During Nova Scotia winter months when roadways covered with snow or ice significantly reducing tire traction, what minimum following distance becomes the handbook standard? A. Maintain normal 2-second gap. B. Increase minimum to 4 seconds or greater. C. Reduce gap for improved control. D. 5 seconds mandatory always. The correct answer is B. Increase minimum to 4 seconds or greater. Explanation: winter conditions quadruple vehicle stopping distances. Handbook recommends minimum 4-second following gaps. Question 16. When a Nova Scotia police vehicle activates flashing emergency lights and siren directly behind your moving vehicle, what is the required immediate roadside procedure? A. Accelerate quickly to nearest exit. B. Safely pull vehicle completely off right roadway shoulder. C. Stop immediately in active travel lane. D. Continue driving normally to station. The correct answer is B. Safely pull vehicle completely off right roadway shoulder. Explanation: promptly but safely pull entire vehicle off pavement onto right shoulder when emergency vehicle signals to stop behind. Question 17. For proper parallel parking maneuver on Nova Scotia urban streets, What minimum forward space length ahead of target space is required for average passenger sedan? A. Exactly 1 vehicle length ahead. B. Approximately 2 vehicle lengths ahead. C. 1.5 lengths sufficient. D. Any available tight space works. The correct answer is B. Approximately 2 vehicle lengths ahead. Explanation. Parallel parking requires about 2 car lengths of clear space ahead to position vehicle properly beside parked cars. Question 18. In Nova Scotia active construction zones where highway workers are visibly present near roadway, what specific penalty doubling applies to speeding convictions? A. No increased penalties apply. B. All speeding fines automatically doubled when workers present. C. Triple fines enforced always. D. Demerit points only increased. The correct answer is B. All speeding fines automatically doubled when workers present. Explanation. Construction zones with workers enforce doubled fines for speeding violations to protect workers. Question 19. When all 4 approaches at a Nova Scotia intersection display flashing red circular signals functioning as always stops, what precise right-of-way sequence determines proceeding order? A. First vehicle arriving proceeds immediately. B. Vehicle arriving first and stopping completely proceeds first. C. Always yield to rightmost vehicle. D. Largest vehicles proceed regardless. The correct answer is B. Vehicle arriving first and stopping completely proceeds first. Explanation. Flashing red equals stop sign rules. First complete stop arrival proceeds. Simultaneous arrivals yield to right. Question 20. According to Nova Scotia Driver's Handbook Fatigue Management Guidelines, what maximum continuous driving duration before mandatory rest break is recommended? A. No specific time limits exist. B. Maximum 5 hours driving, then minimum 15-minute break. C. 2 hours maximum continuous. D. 8-hour daily driving cap. The correct answer is B. Maximum 5 hours driving, then minimum 15-minute break. Explanation. Limit continuous driving to 5 hours maximum followed by at least 15-minute rest break to combat fatigue. Question 21. When approaching a broken yellow center line on Nova Scotia two-lane highways indicating a passing zone, what primary condition must exist before initiating a pass? A. Any clear space ahead sufficient. B. Clear visibility of oncoming traffic at least 150 meters ahead. C. Pass immediately when line appears. D. Only pass slower vehicles regardless. The correct answer is B. Clear visibility of oncoming traffic at least 150 meters ahead. Explanation. Broken yellow lines permit passing when oncoming traffic visibility clear for minimum 150 meters ahead, ensuring safe return. Question 22. In Nova Scotia playground zones posted with reduced speed signs and active during specific hours, what maximum speed limit takes precedence over normal roadway limits? A. 40 kilometers per hour maximum always. B. 30 kilometers per hour maximum during active hours. C. Normal posted speed applies. D. 50 kilometers per hour regardless of signs. The correct answer is B. 30 kilometers per hour maximum during active hours. Explanation. Playground zones enforce 30 kilometers per hour maximum speed during designated active hours when children likely present. Question 23. When sharing Nova Scotia roadways with slower-moving farm equipment or horse-drawn vehicles displaying slow-moving triangles, what passing rule specifically applies? A. Pass immediately when convenient. B. Pass only with 150 m clear visibility and safe conditions. C. Never pass slow-moving vehicles. D. Honk first then pass. The correct answer is B. Pass only with 150 m clear visibility and safe conditions. Explanation. Slow-moving vehicles require same 150-meter clear passing distance as regular vehicles for safety. Question 24. On Nova Scotia divided multi-lane highways with 3 or more lanes each direction, when may drivers legally use the far left lane for sustained travel? A. Always for high-speed traffic. B. Preparing for left-side highway exits only. C. Continuous cruising permitted. D. Never. Passing lane only. The correct answer is B. Preparing for left side highway exits only. Explanation. Even on divided highways, left lanes primarily passing lanes except immediate left exit preparation. Question 25. When Nova Scotia roadways slick with black ice invisible to drivers, significantly reducing braking traction, what emergency following distance adjustment is critical? A. Maintain standard 2 seconds. B. Increase to 6 seconds or greater immediately. C. Reduce distance for quicker reaction. D. For seconds sufficient. The correct answer is B. Increase to 6 seconds or greater immediately. Explanation. Black ice eliminates tire traction completely. Massive following distance increase prevents unavoidable rear-end collisions. Question 26. When multiple Nova Scotia emergency vehicles approach simultaneously from different directions requiring right-of-way yield, what priority sequence determines driver response? A. Police always first priority. B. Yield to closest emergency vehicle first. C. Fire vehicles highest priority. D. Slow gradually for all. The correct answer is B. Yield to closest emergency vehicle first. Explanation. When multiple emergency vehicles present, yield immediately to nearest one displaying lights/sirens first. Question 27. During three-point turn maneuver on narrow Nova Scotia residential streets, what maximum backing distance before forward movement is recommended? A. Back continuously until turned. B. Maximum one vehicle length backing distance. C. 3 car lengths backing. D. Back across entire street. The correct answer is B. Maximum one vehicle length backing distance. Explanation. Three-point turns limit backing to 1 car length maximum using forward-reverse forward sequence safely. Question 28. In Nova Scotia highway work zones displaying fines doubled signage with flaggers directing traffic, what obedience level is legally required? A. Advisory only. Ignore if inconvenient. B. Absolute obedience to all flagger hand signals. C. Slow to 30 kilometers per hour regardless. D. Normal speeds permitted. The correct answer is B. Absolute obedience to all flagger hand signals. Explanation. Construction flaggers have complete legal authority equivalent to police directing traffic. Immediate compliance mandatory. Question 29. At Nova Scotia T intersections where through road meets dead-end cross street, which approaching vehicle automatically receives right-of-way priority? A. Vehicle from dead-end street always. B. Through traffic on uninterrupted roadway. C. First arrived regardless of position. D. Right-turning vehicles only. The correct answer is B. Through traffic on uninterrupted roadway. Explanation. T intersection rule. Uninterrupted through traffic maintains right-of-way over dead-end street traffic. Question 30. According to Nova Scotia Driver's Handbook recommendations for long highway trips, after what cumulative driving time interval should drivers mandatorily take rest stops? A. Every 2 hours regardless of fatigue. B. Every 2 hours or when fatigue symptoms appear. C. 4 hours maximum continuous. D. No specific intervals recommended. The correct answer is B. Every 2 hours or when fatigue symptoms appear. Explanation. Handbook advises stopping every 2 hours minimum plus immediately when fatigue signs, yawning, drifting, appear. Question 31. When Nova Scotia drivers encounter a broken white line separating lanes of traffic traveling in the same direction, what passing maneuver is legally permitted? A. No lane changes permitted across broken white. B. Lane changes permitted when safe after signaling. C. Passing oncoming traffic allowed. D. Right turns only across line. The correct answer is B. Lane changes permitted when safe after signaling. Explanation. Broken white lane lines permit safe lane changes within same direction traffic after proper signaling and blind spot checks. Question 32. In Nova Scotia designated senior driver zones or residential areas posted with 30 km per hour limits during active hours, what speed compliance is legally enforced? A. Advisory speeds only. B. Mandatory 30 km per hour maximum during posted times. C. 40 km per hour permitted if careful. D. Normal speeds apply. The correct answer is B. Mandatory 30 km per hour maximum during posted times. Explanation. Community safety zones enforce strict 30 km per hour limits during designated hours to protect vulnerable road users. Question 33. When overtaking bicycles positioned correctly in the center of narrow Nova Scotia lanes, what minimum safe passing distance must motor vehicles maintain? A. 0.5 meter clearance sufficient. B. Minimum 1 meter lateral clearance required. C. No clearance distance specified. D. 1.5 meters always. The correct answer is B. Minimum 1 meter lateral clearance required. Explanation. Motor vehicles must provide at least 1 meter clearance when safely overtaking bicycles using full lane position. Question 34. On Nova Scotia urban expressways with HOV lanes marked for high-occupancy vehicles only, when may single-occupancy cars legally use these lanes? A. Always during peak hours. B. Never. HOV lanes restricted to multiple occupants. C. Off-peak hours only. D. Emergency use permitted. The correct answer is B. Never. HOV lanes restricted to multiple occupants. Explanation. HOV lanes prohibit single-occupancy vehicles. Minimum 2 occupants, driver plus passenger, required except carpools/buses. Question 35. When Nova Scotia roads develop hydroplaning conditions from heavy rain accumulation, what immediate tire pressure and speed adjustment prevents loss of control? A. Increase speed through water. B. Reduce speed significantly and avoid sudden steering. C. Brake hard through puddles. D. Accelerate maintaining pressure. The correct answer is B. Reduce speed significantly and avoid sudden steering. Explanation. Hydroplaning occurs above 70 km per hour in standing water. Ease off accelerator smoothly until tires regain road contact. Question 36. When Nova Scotia Fire Department apparatus approaches intersection with siren and lights activated, what complete right-of-way clearance action is required from all directions? A. Yield only from side streets. B. Clear intersection completely in all directions. C. Proceed if green light. D. Slow gradually only. The correct answer is B. Clear intersection completely in all directions. Explanation. Fire trucks receive absolute right-of-way. All vehicles clear intersection from all approaches when siren/lights active. Question 37. During hill parking maneuvers in Nova Scotia without curbs present, when facing downhill, what wheel direction prevents runaway vehicle? A. Turn wheels straight ahead. B. Turn front wheels right toward road edge. C. Turn wheels left toward centerline. D. No specific direction required. The correct answer is C. Turn front wheels left toward centerline. Explanation. Downhill, no curb parking. Turn wheels left toward center, so vehicle rolls toward roadway center if brakes fail. Question 38. In Nova Scotia temporary lane closure work zones using concrete barriers, what merging procedure must upstream drivers follow when lanes reduce? A. Speed through closure quickly. B. Merge early when first warning appears. C. Wait until last moment to merge. D. Use shoulder to bypass. The correct answer is B. Merge early when first warning appears. Explanation. Lane ends. Merge early signage requires prompt orderly merging well before physical lane closure point. Question 39. At Nova Scotia Y intersections where one road splits into 2 branches, which approaching vehicles' path determines primary right-of-way priority? A. Vehicle taking inside curve always. B. Vehicle maintaining straightest path through split. C. First arrived regardless of direction. D. Right branch traffic priority. The correct answer is B. Vehicle maintaining straightest path through split. Explanation. Y intersection rule favors vehicle continuing straightest path over sharp, diverging branch traffic. Question 40. According to Nova Scotia Impaired Driving BAC testing procedures, what immediate roadside suspension triggers at 0.08% plus levels for full license holders? A. Warning issued only. B. 90-day immediate license suspension minimum. C. Fine without suspension. D. Court appearance required first. The correct answer is B. 90-day immediate license suspension minimum. Explanation: Administrative license suspension program immediately suspends licenses 90 days at 0.08% BAC or higher detected. Question 41. When Nova Scotia drivers encounter a solid white line separating same-direction lanes on multi-lane roads, what lane crossing restriction legally applies? A. Lane changes permitted anytime safe. B. No lane changes permitted across solid white lines. C. Passing oncoming traffic allowed. D. Right turns only across solid white. The correct answer is B. No lane changes permitted across solid white lines. Explanation: Solid white lines between same-direction lanes prohibit all lane crossing movements. Broken white lines permit safe changes. Question 42. In Nova Scotia hospital zones posted with special reduced speed limits during active hours, what maximum speed enforcement takes priority over normal roadway speeds? A. Advisory speeds only displayed. B. Mandatory reduced speeds strictly enforced during posted times. C. 40 km per hour permitted regardless. D. Normal highway speeds apply. The correct answer is B. Mandatory reduced speeds strictly enforced during posted times. Explanation: Hospital zones require strict obedience to posted reduced speeds protecting patients, staff, and pedestrians during operating hours. Question 43. When motorcyclists properly position taking full lane width on narrow Nova Scotia rural roads, what safe overtaking clearance distance must following vehicles provide? A. Minimum 0.5 meter side clearance. B. At least 1 meter safe passing clearance required. C. No mandatory clearance distance. D. Pass as close as possible safely. The correct answer is B. At least 1 meter safe passing clearance required. Explanation: Motor vehicles overtaking bicycles or motorcycles must maintain minimum 1 meter lateral clearance for stability safety. Question 44. On Nova Scotia highways marked with continuous solid white edge lines along road shoulders, what legal restriction prevents drivers from crossing these markings? A. Edge lines advisory only. B. No driving on shoulders across solid white edge lines. C. Slow vehicles permitted on shoulders. D. Emergency use only allowed. The correct answer is B. No driving on shoulders across solid white edge lines. Explanation: Solid white edge lines prohibit crossing onto shoulders except emergencies. Broken edge lines permit cautious access. Question 45. When Nova Scotia gravel roads develop loose surface, reducing tire grip significantly during dry conditions, what conservative following distance adjustment is handbook recommended? A. Standard 2-second interval sufficient. B. Triple distance to minimum 6 seconds. C. Reduce following for traction. D. For seconds maximum needed. The correct answer is B. Triple distance to minimum 6 seconds. Explanation: Gravel surfaces unpredictable. Handbook recommends tripling normal following distances minimum 6 seconds for control. Question 46. When Nova Scotia ambulance approaches intersection displaying emergency lights/sirens from behind stop traffic, what complete roadway clearance procedure required? A. Yield only from side streets. B. All vehicles pull completely to right shoulders clearing lane. C. Proceed on green lights normally. D. Slow movement only required. The correct answer is B. All vehicles pull completely to right shoulders clearing lane. Explanation: Ambulances receive absolute emergency right-of-way. All vehicles pull right shoulders creating unobstructed path. Question 47. During angle parking execution on Nova Scotia commercial lots backing into marked 60-degree spaces, what steering technique aligns vehicle properly? A. Straight reverse into space. B. Initial sharp steering towards space, then straighten. C. Continuous left turn backing. D. Right turn throughout maneuver. The correct answer is B. Initial sharp steering towards space, then straighten. Explanation. Angle parking backing requires initial sharp wheel turn toward target space, then gradual straightening for alignment. Question 48. In Nova Scotia highway narrowing work zones with advance lane ins 500 m signage, what early merging protocol prevents dangerous zipper merges? A. Maintain lane until physical merge point. B. Merge immediately when first warning sign appears. C. Accelerate past merging traffic. D. Use shoulder bypassing cue. The correct answer is B. Merge immediately when first warning sign appears. Explanation. Early orderly merging at first lane closure warning prevents congestion and risky last-second weaves. Question 49. At Nova Scotia staggered intersections where cross-street approaches offset requiring sequential yielding, what primary right-of-way priority applies? A. First arrived from any approach. B. Closest vehicle to intersection center. C. Offset approach from right side. D. Straight through uninterrupted always. The correct answer is B. Closest vehicle to intersection center. Explanation. Staggered intersections prioritize vehicle physically closest to intersection center point for proceeding safely. Question 50. Under Nova Scotia Administrative License Suspension Program, what immediate roadside penalty applies detecting 0.05 to 0.079% BAC levels for full license holders? A. No immediate action required. B. 7-day license suspension and vehicle impoundment. C. Warning issued only. D. Fine payment scheduled. The correct answer is B. 7-day license suspension and vehicle impoundment. Explanation. 0.05 to 0.079% BAC triggers immediate 7-day suspension plus 3-day vehicle impoundment for full licensed drivers.